Good morning, my dear friends. It's December 25th, 2023. It is Christmas morning, and it could not be any more beautiful than it is right now. I'm heading down to do the morning briefing. Let's get things rolling here.
Hi, my name is Julia, and I was a student of Philippine High School. And right now, I'm a sophomore student at Duke University, a Sino-American university affiliated with Duke University. And actually, one of the reasons I'm so lucky to be here is with the help of Philip. He was very kind to write me a recommendation when I was applying for this school. But really, I'm grateful for him just for being a brilliant teacher and a great friend in high school. I cherish the time I spent with him in class and outside of class. In class, he's absolutely a funny teacher and always has a great story to tell. He gives you advice to help you achieve academic excellence, and outside of the class, he teaches you important life lessons that help you get through challenges in life. So I'm very grateful to have known him, and I hope to see him very soon as we're now in different part of the world. But I can promise you that you'll be lucky to have him as a teacher, and even luckier to have him as a friend.
Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. This gorgeous Christmas morning. I want to be one of the very first to say Merry Christmas to you and tell you that I count you among all my blessings here in Southern California. Thank you so much for all that you have done for Friedman Adventures this past year, whether it was subscribing to the channel or liking the channel or sharing with friends, tuning in all the time, building us up to the point where we have become a real thing. And I can't thank you enough for that. That's what Christmas is all about, thinking about and recognizing how blessed we truly all are. Look at this gorgeous beach here this morning. Look at how beautiful that Eastern Pacific is. I count that among my blessings. I count your friendship among my blessings. And of course, you know what time it is. It's time for the Christmas Day morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, that coffee is exceptionally good here this Christmas morning. I tell you, it is so nice of you to welcome me into your homes here this morning. I deeply appreciate it this Christmas Day. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I am going to get you caught up on the fishing and look a little bit into the future because maybe we've got some white sea bass and halibut and bluefin tuna in the very near future. We'll talk about that. We'll go down to Mexico and talk about how things are playing out down there, and we'll also check out our local Southern California bite. Talk a little bit about the orcas that have graced our coast here recently. Gray whale migration is underway also. There is so much to talk about. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Merry Christmas to you and all of your loved ones. And I sincerely hope that today is a really special day for you. You get to spend time with your loved ones and remember how blessed we truly are. This is a day that's all about giving. And so I hope you give to somebody that you really love because that feeling is so magnificent. All right, let's get into it. We'll talk a little bit about the fishing now on this beautiful Christmas morning. I'll take you down to Cabo San Lucas. Mentioned that this fried marlin bite is still great down there. Feliz Navidad a todos who speak Spanish out there and live in Cabo or live on the Baja Peninsula. So many dear friends of mine down there in Cabo continued good yellowfin tuna fishing and also an occasional wahoo and dorado. So some good fishing down there in that area. San Quintin area, 140 miles below the border. We continue to see great rockfish, occasional halibut, some good calico bass fishing going on. And then up in Ensenada, those big bonita and colorful rockfish everywhere, making sure that everybody goes home with some good fish taco material. Now, talking about bluefin tuna, all the long range boats are in for Christmas today. They're spending time with their family and friends, but tomorrow they get rolling. Several 5-day trips will be out looking for that bluefin tuna. They could be looking on some of the Southern California banks like the 43, the 60, Tanner, Cortez. They may go south down to Punta Colonet, where the Polaris Supreme found some good fishing a couple of weeks ago. In any case, you have the best fishermen, the long range fleet out of San Diego, trying to run that bluefin down, which we think has gone nowhere because of the availability of market squid everywhere. I think you're going to see some fireworks on December the 27th, perhaps even tomorrow night. Some of the guys get out on one of the local banks and are able to start pulling fish at night. That would be spectacular. It's been an incredible 2023 for bluefin tuna once again, and hopefully that is going to continue. We're going to watch that for you very, very closely. Halibut fishing, white sea bass fishing, you got to turn to the Pride at 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. Their last trip, they had 7 nice white sea bass, hooked 15 fish, had 1 halibut. A few weeks ago, they had a trip with 55 halibut. That squid has been the magnet that's attracting those predators in here to Southern California, and the Pride's been all over it. They are leaving on December the 27th on their next trip. And the El Patron, they just announced a great trip. Now, you can see the phone number there. You don't call the landing for this trip, you call that number there. And so many of you were sending me messages yesterday asking me about how many people they have on the boat. That changes so regularly that I don't have those numbers. So you need to call that phone number that you see right there, okay? Call that phone number and they'll get you tuned up. December the 30th, it's a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. trip on the beautiful El Patron, probably headed to Catalina, but they may stay local. I'll leave that up to the guys running the boat. But the El Patron is going, and it's only $135. It's a beautiful ride, light load of people. You'll have the time of your life. Keep that in mind. Maybe some sea bass and halibut for those guys. Hopefully some rockfish. As remember, January the 1st, the season closes here in Southern California. Speaking of that, rockfish abound up and down the coast. Great fishing up there in Ventura and Channel Islands and Monterey and Santa Barbara, here in Long Beach and San Pedro and Oceanside, Dana Wharf, down to San Diego. Wherever you go right now, the rockfish has been outstanding. In 300 plus feet of water, you catch all kinds of beautiful big Floridas and Boccaccios and Vermilions. Beautiful fish that are so good to eat. And if you're on a half day or 3/4 day boat that stays local, you can pick away at the whitefish and sheep's head and hammer away at that. Get on it while there's still a chance. get out and catch some of these great rockfish that are providing such great table fare up and down our coast right now. Keep that in mind. There's still some great bass fishing going on. You can fish wintertime bass from San Diego all the way up to Marina del Rey and beyond that. Whenever you get on structure, you have a very good chance of catching some bass. Fresh dead squid or live squid has been the key to success. That, along with 25 to 40 pound fluorocarbon, a lead head, and you're in the game. And you're catching some nice wintertime sand bass and calico bass. So hopefully you'll be able to get out and do some more of that, as that is a lot of fun. Very challenging because you're fishing near that structure, and those bass know how to get you in to those rocks and crevices and saw you up. So when you get a bite, you've got to start pulling hard and turn those things around. It's the only way you're going to be successful. It just takes practice, practice, practice to make that all happen. Lobster hoop netting's been excellent. We had a little bit of rain and wind here recently, and lobster love to crawl after that kind of a condition. So that has been really exceptional. Catalina Island, perhaps the epicenter this year for LA Orange County based boats, but the local lobster crawl has been pretty good here also lately up in the Santa Monica Bay, San Diego. We've seen good lobster fishing wherever it is that you can find rocky structure that they crawl out of in search of something to eat, most of the time at night. Nocturnal feeders for sure. And that has been very, very good. Surf fishing, well, I'll tell you, it's very active again here this morning. Behind me as I look right now, I don't see the birds picking, but down this way, I see plenty of birds picking. Yesterday, I didn't see any, and a little bit going on down this way. 2 days ago, there were birds in this surf, and they were diving down and picking little bait fish up, and we had the kids down here fishing and having a great time, and it was very active with a myriad of different species. And don't forget, big fish bait and tackle. They may not be open on Christmas Day, but they'll be rocking and rolling tomorrow. It'd be a great time for you to grab the kids, grab some bait down there at Big Fish Bait and Tackle on the corner of Pacific Coast Highway and Seal Beach, and come down here and experience this. It is so beautiful. It's not that cold. It's a gorgeous sunrise, and there's a lot of fish nibbling here in the surf right now. So that is another great alternative for you all, and it doesn't cost you all that much to come down here and do the surf fishing thing. April the 4th through the 9th. The 9th is my son Philip's birthday. I'm hoping he can join us on our 5-day trip on board the Independence. Don't miss that one. There's the phone number for you. There's the website for you. Book it up today. That would be absolutely fantastic. We continue to send goods down to Mexico. This year already, we sent down thousands of items to Isla Cedros, to Cedros Island, and now we are in the process of moving so many more goods down to Mexico. We could really use your help this Christmas morning. There's a link in the show description. It's a GoFundMe page. If you could help, moving all these items is really costly. We're moving them from a warehouse where we keep them warehoused down to Ensenada, probably to be given out around the Epiphany, January the 6th. We'll see how that all plays out, but to be given out here shortly, and we could really use your help this Christmas morning, moving more and more down. If you can give anything at all, it would be deeply appreciated. And don't forget, you can share that link with a friend and say, hey, chip in. Let's help reach our hands across the border and help our brothers and sisters in Mexico. That would be deeply appreciated by yours truly. Hey, I can't tell you how blessed I feel to be here on this beach, but not only that, how blessed I feel to have your support and love, and had it throughout 2023. 2024 is going to be beautiful, but here on Christmas morning, one more time, I just want to say Merry Christmas. Thanks for all you have done and continue to do for Friedman Adventures. I want you to know it is deeply, deeply appreciated. Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you really, really soon.
This is not a translator.
I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
I'm Desiree.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Help me out this dinner. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Phil, how the hell did you do this?
Yeah, it's coming up. Dad Leland's back. He ain't screwing around anymore.
Freaking nice bar purge.
Ah, life's good. Woo!
Good job, man.
Oh, Phil, I'm so glad you talked me into this.
Woo! What a way to start the morning briefing.
Hello.
Hello. It is cold.
Hello.
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 Hello. Huh?
Huh? Oh, you're teaching me Chinese. I'm sorry. Hello.